All right, man. Ben Johnson was named #1 offensive coordinator. Um, I think by Pro Football Focus. Um, I definitely disagree with a couple of these names on here being up there so high. Um, but let's get into it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. This is did by whoever Sam Monson is. But he got Ben Johnson #1, Kellen Moore #2, which I think he don't probably deserve to be in the top 10. Or maybe they just blaming Dak Prescott. He now with the Chargers. Bill O'Brien should be higher, in my opinion. He's a hell of a OC. Probably, he probably should be higher than Kellen Moore. Shane Waldron from the Seahawks. He did a great job with Geno last year. Ken Dorsey. I don't think he should be that high. He's not a bad offensive coordinator. They just don't commit to running the ball enough in Buffalo, and they don't see that that's their problem. That they don't run the ball enough in Buffalo. So um, he don't see what I see. A great song by Warren G. Every day being Warren G. You know what I'm saying? So he don't, like I said before, a lot of them dudes don't you know what I'm saying? Um, he just if Buffalo commit to running the football, I think they'd be in a better position. You know what I'm saying? And I think with him not, being able to commit to the run, I think that's an issue. I think that's a huge issue. So but in my humble opinion, that's just, how I feel about it. But Eric Bieniemy, I think him being that low is just simply the fact that now he getting on his own. He can prove that this ain't Andy Reid show. And some people got questions about whether it's Andy Reid or whether it's Eric Bieniemy. And I think that's fair because then you got LaShawn McCoy that come out and say that Eric Bieniemy is not that good of an offensive coordinator. So, or he don't do shit. You've been hearing that talk for years. So now him going to Washington, which, how they do the brothers, they put him in a messed up predicament. You know, yeah, they put him in a messed up predicament. And what I mean by him being in a messed up predicament is just simply from the standpoint of Sam Howell is just starting quarterback. Think about that for a minute. Sam Howell is just starting quarterback. So that's pretty crazy. Sam Howell was just starting quarterback. So what the hell he supposed to do with that? But if he can do something with Sam Howell, he probably gonna be a head coach next year. But they drafted him, so they must believe in in Sam Howell. He was hot the year before he came out in North Carolina. He was real hot. He was real like a real hot prospect. So that's interesting. See how that's gonna go. Uh, then we keep going. Todd Monick. I mean, I don't know how you put him as a top 10. He just got to Baltimore. There's some projection going on there. So uh, there's some it's a lot of projection. And I think that might have something to do with Lamar coming back, getting his money, being fully healthy. I don't know, but there's a lot of projection right there. We're projecting. I think he was a college Georgia's offensive coordinator, and then coming to the pros. I believe it's a vast difference. Matt Nagy. Now I guess they got him back as the KC offensive coordinator, but the thing about that, um, you know, you know, Uh, you know, he just like to pass the ball a lot. Chicago. At one point they started running it. They had success. They just addicted to passing, just like Andy Reid. So I think Anthony Enemy brought some type of run balance to Kansas City because Kansas City really wasn't running the ball. You know, and you know, so uh, so I think that's kind of what Airbnb bought because the thing about the thing about Andy Reid, he just refused to run the football throughout his career. Airbnb last year definitely bought a balance in a run. He was running back in the league in that Colorado. He was a star. So we'll see. Maybe Bieniemy will be able to do more running because he's gonna have to with Sam Howell at quarterback than he was able to do, out there in Kansas City because they're addicted to throwing the ball, to throwing quarterback. But Matt Nagy too high. Jim Bob Cooter, dude was trash in Detroit, so I'm never gonna let that go. And then Brian Schottenheimer, he really solid. He was solid out there in Seattle. But to me, Ben Johnson, what he did last year, you probably want to be able to see him do more and see if he can do it again and what adjustments that he make. But I really can't argue nobody on this list is better than him as an offensive coordinator. So seemed like he got free reign because he asked Dan Campbell did they want to run that Panisa Will game that iced the second Minnesota Viking game, and he said, "Yeah, go ahead and do it." Even though he wasn't, he said he just wasn't paying attention. He said, "Go do it," and then he seen, so what the hell you doing? So apparently he got full reign over the offense. He got full reign over the offense. So that's something else, I think people gotta look at. He got full reign over the offense. But yeah, I can't argue with any of them names, man, there right now. Yeah, I can't argue with any of those names. So but yeah, man. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notification, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop a video financially. You want to support the channel? Cash App $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Appreciate the love, support. Peace.